Ethiopia and the World Bank sign a $300 million grant agreement for reconstruction. UN says Tigray war costing 1 million children a third year of school. Kuwait to set 90 dinars monthly salary for Ethiopian domestic workers. Eritrea issues a statement calling for war in the name of attacking Tigray administration. Hello and welcome to UMD News for this hour. We have started today's news package with the 4 headlines you have just heard from Ethiopia and the Horn. With the news, I am Shimelis Gebremichael. Following are the details of these news items. We invite you, all our listeners and viewers, to stay with the program. Please do not forget to like and share our programs and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And now, the news in detail. Ethiopia and the World Bank sign a $300 million grant agreement for reconstruction. The Finance Ministry said Ethiopia and the World Bank have signed an agreement for a $300 million grant to help with reconstruction and recovery in conflict-hit areas. The ministry said in a recent statement that the resource will be used to finance the activities designed to support basic services of education, health, water supply, and a special support to survivors of gender-based violence within the areas affected by the conflict. According to available information, the grant will be used on projects to be implemented in selected waradas of Amhara, Afar, Tigray, Oromia, and Benishangul Gumuz regional estate. The agreement came amid the desperate need of food aid to millions of Tigrayans who have been under blockade for over a year now. The aid convoys reaching Tigray are not quenching the dire need of life-saving food by people of the region. 8 trucks are still in a couple of hundred so far, when the daily need is 100 trucks. UN says Tigray war costing 1 million children a third year of school. The United Nations says Ethiopia's war on Tigray region means more than 1 million children are entering their third school year without education. In neighboring regions, the schools are reopening as the war has eased and displaced people that occupied the localities. But some face grim challenge and their students' trauma in most regions of where the wars were, and among which is Tigray regional state. Kuwait to set 90 dinars monthly salary for Ethiopian domestic workers. Kal al-Darhanan, the head of Kuwait's Federation of Domestic Labor Recruitment Offices, said that the salary of new Ethiopian domestic workers in Kuwait will be set around 90 dinars per month. Kuwait announced this during the visit by Ethiopian delegation led by Nugusu Talahun, Minister of the Ministry of Labor and Skill. According to the Ethiopian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the delegation has arrived in Kuwait on the 16th of April and was expected to finalize the labor exchange agreement between Ethiopia and Kuwait. The ministry said that the agreement will help thousands of Ethiopians get employment opportunities in Kuwait. Kuwaiti media also reported that the Ethiopian delegation met with officials of Kuwaiti's Public Authority for Manpower and the Federation of Domestic Workers Recruitment Offices. According to Ethiopian latest information, the two countries are expected to sign a labor agreement which includes reopening the Ethiopian embassy or one of the offices in the country to follow up the affairs of domestic workers to that of Kuwait can deal directly with the Embassy of Ethiopian office in Kuwait and not through the intermediary offices. And finally, Eritrea issues a statement calling for war in the name of attacking the Tigray administration. In its latest televised editorial statement, the Eritrean government accuses the Tigray Regional State Governing Administration, Tigray People's Liberation Front TPLF, the dictatorial invading force in Asmara, at the eve of its Independence Day, looks it is waging another war, and this is an attempt to make an excuse for its action in the past and presents trying to blame on the Tigray administration, most analysts has explained to UMD. After looking into the content of the statement issued recently, analysts are saying that the Eritrean government is trying to portray itself and its ally in Addis Ababa as just forces and put the blame on the Tigray administration for the past and present crises and mistakes in the region. The fact that the statement states that the incumbent and past wars are not in the interest of Eritrea was laughable for many political analysts. According to these analysts close to UMD media, the Eritrean government has attacked almost all its neighboring countries, including Yemen, Djibouti, Sudan, and Ethiopia in the past. The country's invasion to Tigray and meddling in the internal affairs of Ethiopia over the last 4 years is a clear justification of this nature, the analyst added. The recorded atrocities and the human rights violations committed by Eritrean forces against the Tigrayans and other Ethiopian nationals is well recorded and brought into the attention of the international community. Eritrean Independence Day is annually observed on the May 24 every year since its independence back in the 1991, and the current party TPLF has fully supported the country's independence when it caught state power in Ethiopia along with other forces in the country. Well, dear viewers and listeners, with that we come to the end of the news for today. This is UMD Media News, and I am Shimelis Gebremichael. Please do not forget to like and share our program and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow our programs through our other platforms to become the first to know what is going on in Ethiopia, the Horn, Africa, and the world in general. You can easily reach us via our email address newstips2020umd@gmail.com. Thank you for watching and have a good one.